Hi, I'm Vanessa. Mayor, I just did my heart dissection for A&P 2. Um, I was able to cut through, and a lot of the stuff, there was a lot of fat on the front of mine, but I was able to find quite a few of the valves. The only thing I was having a hard time was knowing what was front and back, which I finally figured out. This is the front, there, and this is the back. So it sits in the body just like so. First, we'll talk about the apex of the heart. It's right down here. It's the lower portion of the heart formed by the left ventricle. It's the main point of impulse. So this is, I'm actually a nursing student, this is actually what we try to hear for when the heart beats. Right atrium, right here. I ran out of gloves, as you can tell, so this is kind of, they're bright yellow. Anyways, the right atrium, this is where it carries deoxygenated blood and sends blood to the lungs. And then I was able to find all the openings, the valves, and into each one of the chambers, or each one of going up to the superior vena cava and then down through each one of the ventricles of the other 4 parts of the heart. So the aorta right up here, I was able to put the probe through that too. This is the main artery. It's the top of the left ventricle. It's very, very large. I was actually able to stick like a whole finger into it. And then the inferior vena cava, I think this is kind of cool because it's like kind of the only thing at the bottom of the heart, other than like the apex, which is just a point of the heart. But this vein here carries all of the, it's very large, carries all of the deoxygenated blood to the heart from the lower part of the body. So like the arm or the legs, the trunk of the body, which I think is very interesting because it's like just like kind of the only thing that's really coming up. And then I went over to do, this is the right atrium, this is the left atrium. So this is where they gets the oxygenated blood. And then we go down to, or up to the superior vena cava. So this is where the deoxygenated blood from the top of the body, where it's like the head, I guess I would say like the neck, anything dealing with the upper part of the body. That's where the deoxygenated blood comes down through the superior vena cava, and then there's the inferior vena cava. As you can see, I kind of butchered this left, ventricle down here. But it was kind of cool. I loved seeing like all the muscles, and I did see on the dissection report like all the grooves and everything, and you can kind of see, I'll bring it up, I was able to get each part of it to kind of see, and I just loved seeing like all the tendons and muscle, and you can really tell like how strong a heart really is and how much work it has to do to pump. And then I was able to get the 2 openings right there, and I was able to even stick a finger in, and they're tough. They're actually really tough to cut through. But anyways, all right, well, that was my dissection. It took me a little while to do. These are a little bit harder than the A&P 1, the eyeball and the brain. Well, if you have any questions, thank you.